Hi, folks. I have created a playlist in YouTube, and it's devoted to the 3D Experience CATIA program. Now, keep in mind that within the 3D Experience platform, CATIA is embedded as the main CAD platform, CAD software. However, that is not CATIA V5. It is referred to as 3D Experience CATIA. And in reality, it is the CATIA V6, which is, as I said, not the same as CATIA V5. Uh, the purpose of this particular playlist, which is devoted to explicitly 3D experience CATIA and the generative shape design application within it, is the fact that if you are hiring someone and you want them to do their work in 3D Experience platform. The problem is that the uh, CATIA interface and version functionality that's buried in the 3D experience is different from CATIA V5. Therefore, as far as the interface goes and many of the function and some of the functionality is concerned. So for this person to be able to do it in 3D experience, if he or she does not know CATIA V5, the first thing that you have to do is send them to take the CATIA V5 uh, training, and then bring him back and start CATIA 3D Experience CATIA. The problem is that it's like day and night. It takes a great deal of effort in order to adjust from CATIA V5 to CATIA V6 because of the structure of the menu and the interface and everything. The alternative is to let that person work it out in 3D Experience CATIA by completely ignoring CATIA V5, and this particular playlist and the short videos inside of it are really targeting that individual. Anyway, what I mean is that if you have no knowledge of CATIA V5 and you still want to use the 3D Experience CATIA, you can go this path by, for example, in the case of generative shape design, look at the short videos that are created subsequently. By the way, my name is Nader Zamani. I'm a professor of mechanical engineering at University of Windsor, and I also happen to be a Dassault System 3D Experience EDU champion, and I'm devoted to this software. If you want to know more about what I've done, what I'm doing, you can check these links. And as I said, this particular playlist deals with generative shape design, or the simplified or the cheaper version or a stripped down version of this generative shape design, which is called Generative Shape Design Essentials. Okay, so when you go to 3D Experience and you start the generative shape design application, I'm going to concentrate on generative shape design. The main menu bar or menu strip that you get is at the bottom, and it looks like this. And notice it has many tabs. For example, in the Essentials tab, all the very critical things which are needed immediately in most cases are listed here. Of course, this menu can be customized, but anyway, the default without any customization is shown here. If you click on the wireframe, it only shows you the stuff that are dealing with wireframe. Okay, point, lines, stuff like that. Helix, spline, 3D spline, etc. If you click on the surface tab, you get the basic stuff, or actually the stuff that deals with surfaces. Here's extrude, this is sweep, etc. You click on the volume, you get some very basic volumes that you can make in generative shape design. Transform gives you join, split, offset, etc. Develop Yeah, this is for, it's useful for unwrapping objects and things like that. Here is the Refine tab. Here is the Review tab. And there is the View tab. Now, also the tool is over here where you apply material properties and things like that. The two things that I'm not covering in this playlist, one is touch, the other one AR/VR. Now, just keep in mind that when you do this, if you look at the essential, the stuff in the essential are also appearing, for example, in the case of surfaces. If you click on the surface tab, you get these. Now, these are here and they're in the essential. Or same thing with that transform. If you click on the essential, you see this stuff, join, split, trim, etc. But if you click on the transform, you get that plus more. So just be aware of the fact that you don't find everything in the Essentials tab, and that's what these other tabs are for. So what I'm going to do in these short video tutorials is basically segments which are between 5 and 10 minutes at most, and I look at individual things for very commonly used icons. Such, I mean, obviously, first thing I'm going to do is the point, etc., etc. All right, folks, I hope you find this thing useful, and see you later.